Have you ever heard the saying that breakfast is the most important meal of the day? I will have to agree with that one, especially for kids. Join me here today where I talk about how the breakfast you offer to your kids is affecting their behaviors at school. Hello and welcome to Generational Wellbeing with Dr. Lum. Thank you for joining me here today where I provide you with simple, practical tips on how to create sustainable, healthy habits for you and your family for generations to come. Please like, share, and subscribe. So, today I will be talking about how the breakfast options we're offering our kids are affecting their behavior. So there's so many research and studies that have shown the importance of breakfast for kids, including the ability to learn and retain stuff, the ability to stay focused in class, and the ability to really concentrate. Because in the past, we've been noticed that most kids who did not have breakfast were irritable, tired, hyperactive, not focused, and had a higher rate of retention just because of that particular meal. So most schools now are providing breakfast options for kids. That way, at least we have the kids at the same level playing at the, that way we have all the kids at a level playing field where at least we have the breakfast, we have food in them, and they're able or they have the energy to stay focused with their work and really retain the information they're being taught in class. Now, unfortunately for us though, most of the breakfast options available out there are very unhealthy, full of sugars and the unhealthy fats and nitrates and all the things that may be taking us back to where we're trying to get away from. A few days ago, I saw a patient of mine I've seen from birth. At this point, she's 4 years old, now in preschool. So typically I see her at a later time of the day, but on this particular occasion, her appointment was in the morning. So on the way rushing in, mom gave her cereal for breakfast and came into the office. By the time I was seeing this little sweet girl, she was jumping and bouncing off the walls between me and her mom. She could not contain herself. She could not hold herself down. When she sits and she's just fidgety and she wakes up and she bounces off the wall and she comes right back. So imagine that behavior in class, right? With a teacher, one teacher to many students, and you have kids just bouncing off the walls, you will get called to come get your kid for interrupting the class. So when we talked about it, it's like the cereal. Most of the cereal options out there have a lot of added sugars. So it could be even the ones, so especially the ones targeted for kids because they like to make it colorful, flavorful with sugar so the kids will eat it. Unfortunately, we're seeing kids behaving like my sweet little patient because of the extra sugars they're eating. There are also other options, either in addition to the sugars, they have unhealthy fats in there and nitrates and stuff. These options are not only good for their health, it's affecting their learning as well. So the kids who are eating these options, they're either hyperactive or tagged as ADHD kids, or it is also or tagged as these options for kids who are eating it are tagged as hyperactive or ADHD, or sometimes you have kids who are just interrupting class and they can't really stay focused to do their work, and as a result they're not completing their work. Another thing it can do is they're not able to stay focused and retain the information, and it can also be tagged as, oh, this kid has a learning problem, they're not able to focus and grasp the concept, they're repeating the thing over and over, and they're just like they can't contain themselves a lot to enough to just sit down and do what they're supposed to do. So besides the learning part though, sugars also suppress the immune system. You don't want to give those high sugars and put them out there, especially in this time of day with viruses everywhere, right? You want to make sure you're putting those good nutrients for their health too, and give them what their body what it needs to fight whatever virus it should come in contact with throughout the day. So what can we do about this? So breakfast, one thing I'll say, just make sure to eat something. And how can we make sure they're eating the right stuff? One, I'll say make sure you have your home has the healthy options where if you have those days where you're rushing out and you can't stop to fix something real quick, you have the healthy options that you can pick and go. Make sure you always have fruits at home. You can have like apples, bananas. Those are easy things where if we're picking it up and going, at least you're eating something. Yogurts are good too. Of course, the unsweetened yogurts, you can throw in like strawberries or blueberries to sweeten it up, but you're sweetening it up with the natural fruits, right? At least they're getting their serving of fruits in that too. So make sure you're stocking those healthy options because stuff is going to happen. And those days where you're rushing out of the house, you don't have that time to fix something healthy, at least you have a quick healthy on the go option where it's not causing those ups and downs and mood swings and affecting the child as they go into school. Second, I'll say there are some things that you can do the night before in order to prep where you can make your breakfast options for about 10 minutes. I like the pancakes. I make my own pancake batters because at least with that I know what I'm putting in there. I throw some days I would do the blueberries. I really like the blueberries in the pancakes because it gives them again the natural sweetness, and I like the blueberries for its own effects as well. You can do omelets. I love eggs. Those have the healthy fats in there. I do the cage-free organic eggs. You can do omelets, plantains, all of this healthier stuff where with everything I'm talking, they're whole foods. There are no added sugars, all natural flavors, all natural sugars where I know at least the kid has some kind of a carb. They have some kind of a protein in there, and they have like a vegetable or a fruit in there as well. Sometimes if push comes to shove, I'll have a leftover dinner for breakfast. At least I know they'll have a salmon in there, or a salmon in there, or even leftover rice in there, and some kind of meat from the night before. Just throw it in the microwave and have them eat it. Who says breakfast meals have to be donuts and muffins and all of that stuff? All those are sugars that are really affecting our kids' health. So be creative, have fun with it, plan the night before. That way you have your kids started, their kids' day and your day started out right, full of energy and stuff. Now I've seen quite a few kids who say, oh, I don't want to eat breakfast. I'm skipping breakfast because I'm trying to lose weight. Well, if you're really trying to do that, breakfast is the meal you should be eating because your body really burns off that energy more so in the morning than at nighttime. So you want to make sure you have that big meal in the morning where you have all day to kind of burn off the excess calories, and then have something a bit lighter for dinner time instead, where your body is getting into that rest and relaxation stage. So you would want the big and healthy meals in the morning so you have that full energy. So hopefully you have taken a few tips from here where we should try not to skip breakfast, especially for kids, and try to make sure we're providing the healthy options. Be creative, have fun with it, get your kids involved with it too, because once you have those things and you get kids into a routine, you will be amazed at how much they can do, where like this is what we do in the mornings and everybody's picking up their options, everybody knows what they're doing, and it makes life even easier for you. So thank you for listening. Please leave a comment in the comment box. Let me know what other topics you would like for me to talk about. Until next time, this is Dr. Lum.